Hello, this is Efrossini Zoniou, already at the end of a most productive 5-week EVO session on video-based mobile learning, ready to reflect on this amazing learning journey. I'll take you on a walkthrough of the course on the Moodle platform and of my Wakelet collection, where I curated the session's work to show you the course material and all the wonderful work we've done during these 5 weeks. I'm now on the syllabus page of the course, where we can access the syllabus of the whole session. And here is my Wakelet collection, where I added all the creations as well as the resources of the course. Video-based mobile learning aims at initiating teachers to a wealth of tips and tools promoting the integration of mobile-based video activities into their classes to make for more innovative, engaging, and therefore effective learning. The purpose is to encourage learners to go beyond the entertainment value of their beloved device and discover the its educational potential, so as to use their smartphone as a learning tool, which can enhance both their linguistic and digital skills in an engaging way. The focus here is not just video consumption, but more importantly, video creation as well. And since to be effective, teachers ought to practice what they preach, video creation is what we did in this session from the outset. In the orientation week, we explored the syllabus and navigation through Moodle by recording a screen capture of the Moodle course. Here is the activity page on the course, and here's my video. So, this is Efrossini Zoniou on EVO2024 video-based mobile learning on Moodle. In week 1, we used AI generative video creators to introduce ourselves and discuss a research paper on the opportunities and challenges of creating videos with smartphones in the classroom. Voki is an old favorite tool of mine, and of course I used it to introduce myself. But the discovery of the week was DID, with which I created a talking avatar from my own photo. And in the following weeks, talking AI-generated avatar images. But more about that later. Week 2, which focused on interactive videos, had us discover Google Bard, now Gemini, which I had searched for videos on mobile learning and generate questions on them. Here's the doc I created from the results of the search. The results were thought-provoking. The questions generated were really interesting, inviting for serious thought on the topics. However, the answers were not always provided in the video. We also created a video, an interactive video on Edpuzzle, an interactive video quiz. Here's my video quiz about the Save the Beach Hotel, a hotel created by H.A. Schultz from garbage gathered on Europe's beaches. Interestingly, the questions Bard Gemini generated for me were almost the same as those I created myself, which means that it can focus on important aspects of the video content. On the more theoretical side, we read and critically discussed another research paper on using mobile learning with millennial learners. It provided the opportunity for an in-depth reflection on engagement with mobile learning, the opportunities and challenges of mobile learning implementation, as well as our view of the future of mobile learning. Week 3 was the week dedicated to video presentations. Among a list of video-based mobile learning activities, we created a video presentation of the rubric and instructions for our learners. I opted for the creation of a dialogue at a fast food restaurant, which I was planning to do with my learners since it was part of the syllabus, and recorded on Canva a video providing step-by-step instruction and tips on creating the video on a smartphone. The most interesting and rewarding part of the activity for me was using a talking avatar for the presentation. The process of creating teacher avatars with AI image creators, turning the images into talking avatars with DID, and adding these to the Canva presentation. Here's an example of a talking avatar.
Step 1. Understand the task. Read the prompt carefully and understand that you need to create a video of a dialogue between an employee at a fast food restaurant and a customer ordering a meal.
The whole process was thoroughly enjoyable and enriching. It took me strict calculations to create all of the videos of avatars I needed without running out of credits on the idea, and I felt very proud of achieving it in the end. The subsequent reflection on the creative process provided the opportunity to draw useful conclusions for my future practice. Week 4, Storytelling Week, had us experiment with AI plot and story generators, as well as Storyboard-O-That and Plotagon. I found AI story generators would be more useful for higher level, longer and richer stories. For my elementary level learners, the time spent on simplifying the suggestions of Copilot, Gemini, and other AI story generators such as Perchance would be longer than creating my own plot, I found. I just loved the straightforward, loved the fact that Plotagon enables you to create simple videos in a few steps without needing even help from support or video tutorial. Creating a story on Storyboard-O-That is always a deeply engrossing procedure thanks to the rich customization options, and creating a storyboard is always creating a storyboard is always a rewarding experience to me. Here again, reflective practice led to precious insight for future use. But prior to creating our own stories, we discussed the benefits and challenges of digital storytelling, prompted by a paper presenting an experiment with university students of TEFL. At Lebanese University, digital storytelling was used with students of TEFL to improve their proficiency and their EFL communication skills. and the results were quite promising for the use of digital storytelling in a classroom. And this brings you to the final week, which is dedicated to reflecting on the earnings of the session and showcasing our achievements. The complete activity report available on Moodle is a compilation of all our posts and an impressive 16 pages or so that makes me realize all the output I produced and the hard work I've done. Exploring PDF Gear AI to summarize the file was interesting, but not entirely successful, since it's not very efficient at providing detailed summaries, and even gave me difficulties getting a response in English, despite my prompting in English. The next stage of this week's reflection is the current video, the reflection video, which I will add to my Wakelet collection, where I've compiled all the course content, the resources, and my creations. Lastly, I will showcase my productions in a creative way in a book generated with Book Creator. This will be my 4th book on this year's EVO session. This creative activity will encapsulate the nature of this session, in which we engaged with a wealth of amazing tools and the amazing work our always supportive mentor, Dr. Nelly, inspired us to do. Thank you, Dr. Nelly. My 2nd consecutive session on video-based mobile learning was a transforming learning experience, as always with you. I'm coming out of which with the renewed enthusiasm about teaching and fresh ideas to implement in my classes for increased learner engagement and effective learning. Thank you very much, Dr. Nelly. Till EVO 2025.